All right, so I am highly pissed right now, and I'm gonna show you why. When I go in my trips, okay, you notice right here that it is showing a negative $71.97. Now I'm gonna show you why it's showing that. Now yesterday I had an incident. It was I think what was that? My first rider that I had yesterday. Right here, you see right there. All right. So it was damage to my vehicle right here. It was damage to my vehicle. So they paid me $80. But now they have decided to take the $80 back. Here's the thing, and I'm going to go to the email and show. Here's the email right here. Now it's saying we've completed another review of the cleaning fee requested from you today and evaluated all the feedback provided. Upon further review, we have identified conflicting details regarding the information provided. Cleaning fee are available to drivers when requirements are met. To assist with the additional cost of cleaning rider damage, further claims containing details that don't align could result in denial of future requests for cleaning fee. We placed a negative bonus of $80 to your account. This change can take 3 to 5 business days to reflect on your account. Now, it's already, they already have done that. Because right here, let me show you. Right here, I did a ride today. And when I first got online, I seen it where it was saying negative $80. Okay, I'll show you the. I forget if I did a screenshot of it. Let me go back and. All right, here it goes. This is the screenshot of today. Right here, it's showing the negative $80. As of right now, it's showing less than $80 because I did a. And so there it is right here, showing $71.97. The ride that I did was this ride right here. So I didn't get paid for it because they have a negative balance on my account. They got a negative balance. So basically, I have to make them $80. I got to pay them back for an incident that a passenger damaged my vehicle. And here are the pictures of my vehicle that particular day. All right, 10/24, 10/24, October 24th, 10:41 a.m. I took pictures of my vehicle every single day showing that my vehicle is clean. Why? Because passengers are always reporting false information. So I have to make sure my dash cam is running. It's sometimes I arrive at people's homes and I noticed that, my dash cam is not on play and they'll be at the door and I'm waiting until it go on and I have to tell them, hey, wait. You're not getting in my car without my dash cam running because I don't trust anyone. So my car is absolutely clean. Doors, look at the trunk area and the hatch area, absolutely clean. And I always put the date and the time of the vehicle at the start of the shift and everything like that. This is the tampon. Notice that it's face down. Now, look, I'm not a tampon specialist, okay? I'm not a tampon specialist. However, the tampons should be upward, the bloody area or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. This I'm looking at this and I remember this is the, I guess, somewhat sticky part or whatever that should go against the underwear. It's freaking pubic hair on there. You see that? It's pubic hair on there. Okay? Bloody tampon. All right? Now, I don't know for sure if that's blood because when I picked it up, it looked red or reddish or whatever or whatnot. But it was on my seat. If I put it down there or whatever, I wouldn't have, if I was trying to fake this, okay, one, I wouldn't have grabbed it with a towel. I wouldn't have grabbed it with a towel. All right. But nevertheless, I did grab it with a towel. All right. And unfortunately, you got the shuttle area, so you can't see where it was wet or whatever. It was just a little bit wet. But the thing is, I guess that would go up on the bio waste or whatever. That is, man, I am so freaking pissed off. I'm pissed off at the situation already. Why would I freaking hell would I be carrying around tampons just so that I can accuse somebody of leaving tampons? Do you realize that I can go to the store and I can just go ahead and get some crackers and crumble them around and say the pastor was eating in my car? I can simply just do that. I can just go ahead and wet some mud and walk on the mud and then track it in the car and stuff, whatever, and say that they grass was wet and they drank the mud in there or whatever. I mean, it's so many different things that I could do to actually, go ahead and make this. I'm sorry, I'm looking at food now, but that was Arby's messed up my mac and cheese, my fried mac and cheese with them burnt ass damn balls or whatever. But nevertheless, I take the pictures and I send it to Lyft. Now on my phone, I can bring it up on my phone or whatnot to show that it will show the time frame and all of that stuff. But what I'm saying is that this is just really messed up that they would think that I'm gonna sit here and go buy some tampons, find something red to put on the tampons and say, hey, my passenger left that. It's other things that I could do or whatever, but to do that don't make any sense. I guess there are some people that would make, do some stuff like that, but come on, man. I have not even requested cleaning fees from Lyft that often. I think that this is maybe the third or fourth time in almost 3 years out of 7,123 rides, people. This is like maybe the third or fourth time that I've requested a cleaning fee out of 7,000 rides, man. Out of 7,000 rides. Like, at some point, you got to look and you got to say, well, this guy has a track record and he hasn't been collecting cleaning fees or anything like that. I got a dent in my door in the hatch area. I got a dent in my door where a passenger who had the little walker was coming up to the door. Actually, the lady had got in, but the guest that was with them or whatever, hit my door with the walker. Purple walker, left a purple mark. I did not claim that with Lyft that it was damage to my vehicle. I could have just tried to pull up the dash cam footage so hopefully I could see the color of it and everything and whatnot and then make that claim. I did not do it. One, I'm like, because I didn't catch it until later on that day. And I'm like, man, to each his own. Shit happens, so whatever. I've had people that have gotten in my car and I remember this one lady, my seat ended up being wet. I picked them up, their car had broke down. And I picked them up and took them home and I happened to look back and I'm like, man, wait a minute. And I get out the car and my seat is wet. I'm not about to put my face in it to find out if somebody spilt water or whatever, or whether it was just somebody that urinated. It was on the seat and it was spread around. So it don't seem like somebody just spilled some water or whatever. Somebody's butt was wet. I had another guy once, it was an old guy, picked him up from the hospital. And the lady was bringing him out. The guy, right before he got in, I looked and I could tell that his pants looked wet. But I'm like, nah, couldn't have been. He coming from the hospital. They would have brought something out and, so he could put down and stuff instead of messing up my car or whatever. I only had a glimpse. But I'm like, nah, that can't be. Dude gets out of my car. I turn on all the lights. I look back. Seat's completely wet. I looked up at the dude and he's walking away and sure enough, all wet. All wet. I did not claim a cleaning fee for that. I detail cars, man. I have an extractor at home. I have the cleanest stuff or whatever to clean a car. But if that's like something that happens at night, I might just go ahead and, clean stuff off. But at the same time, if I have to, I'll go back home and I can get that stuff done or whatnot, because it's the end of the night. But when it's the beginning of the day, like this girl yesterday, as you can see in the pictures, it was daylight. And it's the beginning. It was the first ride. Remember I showed you it was the first ride of the day yesterday and everything. So I was already heated that stuff happened and whatnot. Now, what I ended up doing is I had a little bit of cleaning stuff or whatever. And so I just damped the seat with it and everything, whatever. And then that way I could blow it at the car wash and not have to go back home and do all of that heavy work and stuff and whatnot. But my thing is this. One, who the hell would do something like that as far as a driver? I'm gonna collect the cleaning fee. I'm gonna put I'm gonna use a tampon and stuff or whatever. First and foremost, I had to go out and buy a damn tampon. And guys don't like doing that. That's number one. Two, okay, yeah, maybe I can go grab somebody else's stuff at the house or whatever. But still, it's just a nasty situation, something that I'm not gonna go through. And these dudes got the nerve to sit here and put a negative balance on my account. Like you're thinking that you're thinking that I'm gonna go online and fucking drive for you, and you set up here and you're trying to rip me off, tell me that no. First off, you already examined the stuff and you released the money and paid me. Now you want to turn around and take the money back. Why? Because you ain't make enough money off me yesterday? Because you ain't make enough money off of me all week long? Is that the problem? Is it because I only drive during busy hours? I only drive if it's a bonus on the ride? Like, why are they sitting here and doing this to me? Like, how do you go in my account, literally go in my account and put a hold? Now, it's cool that they didn't like go in my Lyft debit card, which that's, I guess, Stride Bank or whatever. They can't do that. They have to contact the bank and put up, do all kinds of stuff. But you're literally telling me that you're not going to pay me until you get $80 back. Why in the hell would I go back on your app? You know what I'm saying? They need to resolve this. And what's funny is, let me go into messages so I can show you that they're not even trying to talk to me. Because I sat there and I messaged them and they put me on hold and I didn't hear anything back from them for a whole entire hour. And I mean, it's over an hour at this point. I still haven't heard anything back from them. Now let's see. Last thing I said is hello, and I even said I haven't received a response in an hour and everything and whatnot. So this has been going on. The conversation. Let me see when I opened up this particular one. I opened it up at 3:08. It is now 5:07. It is 2 hours later, and this is the conversation and what they're saying, and they're not even acknowledging it. They don't even know what's going on. Maybe it's the AI or whatever. But see, look, I even sent the picture right there showing that it's saying negative $71.97. All right, and I just read the email and I read it at the beginning of the video and everything, man. So I'm pissed off. Like, what information? What did you find? What did the person go to the doctor and provide y'all with a note and saying, well, her period usually lines up with such and such a date? Either way it go now. Maybe she thought it was just funny to do that shit. Maybe it's an old tampon. Maybe it's her mama tampon, her girl tampon. I don't know. But what I do know is that people love doing stuff on social media. For all I know, she put that there, took a quick picture, and just walked away. And now she's going to put that on social media, showing that, oh, look what I found in a Lyft driver's car. But at the same time, left it in my car because what does she need a phone now? But you know what I'm saying? She could have took a video showing that she was in a Lyft, taking a screenshot showing that she was in a Lyft and everything, right? And then sit there and go ahead and go on social media and say, look what I found in a Lyft driver's car. These people are trifling or whatever. Or maybe she was planning on going and filing the complaint saying, look what I found in one of your driver's car. But at the same time, I dropped this person off at a high school, right? By me dropping the person off at a high school, she may not have had enough time to post it to her social media. She might have been just showing her friends. I don't know. I'm speculating at this point. Just trying to throw stuff out there because people are reading in the comments like, oh, I don't know. That looked a little bit too orange or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she had a watered down period. I don't care what it was. Maybe she put stuff on there to make it look like, maybe she put stuff on there to make it look like blood, or that it was a period thing, cool. Whatever.
How am I going to get through it? How am I getting around
just to be messing with me or whatever. I don't know.
What I need you to do is evaluate yourself today.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Evaluate yourself to see where you are in this race of life. Many of you don't even realize that you've been racing to the finish line.
Literally, all I gotta do
this life is a race.
Pour water on my seat.
Some of you need to be pushed to start running because you've been walking. Or you haven't been moving for so long
for that shit.
And you don't even know that you're in a race.
All I gotta do
all of us are competing to win. But it doesn't matter where you finish. It matters that you run after your goals and your dreams.
It's what I'm
the way to live is to run after your dreams, to run after your goals, and to run after that finish line.
Stuff or whatever. And
there may be things in your life right now that's holding you back from running. But you have to break through those things.
Chocolate on.
They're there to hinder you. But you can't let it force you to stop running.
A dirty wipe on my
chase your dreams.
I mean, I
chase your goals.
Stuff like that.
I don't know the situation you're in right now.
And it needs less.
But the situation that you're in is not your future. It's not who you really are.
Or whatever.
It's not your full potential. The sky's the limit.
I'm telling you right now,
but it all starts from
they are literally expecting
it's
me
all up to you
to sit here.
You should be a monster.
Drive without making money.
You have to be hungry for greatness.
All other drivers can tell you, it's not easy.
Execute.
It's not easy at all.
Execute on
to
the
make
things
$80.
that you said you were going to execute on. Cody
they
said,
want me to sit here.
Why would I pass the ball to you when you haven't even trained properly?
People around.
I used to always wonder, like, why is my man holding the ball? He's like, yo, why would I have confidence in somebody who's getting to the gym late, who's leaving early, and we losing, doesn't seem to care that we losing? Why would I give the ball to you? And I'm like, yo, genius.
If there's bonus
my
areas,
whole career is contingent upon what you do, what you don't do. Yeah, I'm taking this.
There's other ways for them to do stuff. They could say, we're going to limit how many bonus hours you get.
Judging from the outside, why aren't you being a better teammate?
Bonus hours that you get.
But the real question is, why aren't you being a better teammate by seeing my energy and matching my energy?
Doing this stuff. You don't tell somebody you're not going to pay them.
We have the ability to, no matter what our circumstances are, get better.
Telling drivers that,
well, you don't know me.
We'll
you knew me in 2002.
You
don't know Eric Thomas. That was the 5.0 version. This is the 14. This is the EP14. You don't know who I am. And I would just say to people, yes, it takes a lot of work to become a new model,
I did it,
but it also takes a lot of work to be average. It takes a lot of work to do that as well.
And I didn't have
there are a group of people that feel like it's okay not to execute because I'm not feeling okay. Because today is not a good day. Because all the stars didn't line up.
I ended up,
despite this happening, I owe it to myself to still be the person that I dreamed of being, and this setback will only be a setup for a comeback. We owe it to the people who follow us to not stay where we are, but to take it to that next level.
Type in what you want.
Being in a room with somebody who's executing and operating at a high level.
What was it, 150 or 250
and I'd much rather put in the work and live this experience.
Like,
we have opportunity.
amount.
You have an opportunity of a lifetime.
On a daily basis.
Whatever you do, don't waste it. Get up and go make it happen.
They get their money back, or at least they would take like $20. Because why would I drive a whole entire day? You see what I'm saying? Why would I drive a whole entire day and receive
the immediate
no pay
gratification that is
and everything, whatever? You know, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you only need $40 and you just go ahead and you know you take the $150, you spend the $140, and that's while you're driving that day, you just
I always tell people the best thing you can ever do is force yourself to a schedule.
But no,
just write it down. Like today I have to do an hour on the treadmill. I have to do an hour.
Every
no
ride
matter what. Even if you're walking, you do an hour on a treadmill. The next time you're going to do it, just okay, you did an hour and this is the amount of miles you got in. Next time you're going to add 3 miles.
So
put an extra 3 miles in that 1 hour. Make a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout schedule. Give yourself some time off, you know? Like don't even crush yourself to the point where you can't do it. Make it so that you really appreciate those Tuesdays and Thursdays. But on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're gonna get after it. And this is what you're gonna do.
Lift the weights. Sprint.
Must be done. This is what I do. This is my way. This is your way. You gotta murder it. So when I ask you, you got energy, don't play with me. When I say again, you got that energy.
Make room
there it is, right there.
Miracles.
Pay me the $80 and then just sit there and turn around and take the money
when
back.
we were kids.
That doesn't
can
make
we play?
that makes absolutely.
But then can I play?
No sense at all.
Looking for magic.
And I'm sorry, I'm showing y'all what's in
when I went to Disneyland as a 7-year-old.
Whatever.
And I saw Tomorrowland.
Like this
Frontierland.
This is really like
I saw all these different lands. And I saw Mickey Mouse.
You expect for me to sit here and I'm gonna have to drive like right now if I go online.
My life changed.
I'm gonna end up burning about a half hour, a half a tank of gas
Compton,
to try to get to about the $80. Not a half tank, but about a quarter tank of gas.
It was literally only like 40 miles away.
That's where I'm pissed.
40 miles away. I was about to have a life change.
To drive
it's another vantage point.
To try to earn $80
mindset
to only be at $0. You want me to give free rides?
Your mind to set. You begin to see those things that have not yet happened as though they're possible. Because then you get the miracle mentality. All of a sudden you're thinking uncommon, like not normal, not regular.
Man, even when you had a job, man, they'll
great friends with Oprah.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw myself being great friends with Oprah.
Or whatever.
So when we started talking a lot,
paycheck,
it didn't throw me off.
And maybe take it over the course of
these
time.
conversations.
But
I saw it before it even happened.
That's like
it's a
telling
destiny.
Somebody saying, "Hey,
it's a faith.
You got to come
and
work
it's the power of the imagination.
The next couple of days, but we're not gonna pay you a dime."
When Robert Downey
you
was
owe
working
the first 8 hours
some
that
of his
you worked today. You know, you got to on a schedule for 8 hours, but
you never know when
the first 6 hours we're not gonna pay you.
And that's
who in the hell does that?
You can go from
if y'all
being
need
challenged,
then y'all
having
need to
difficulties
wait before
in your
y'all
life,
issue out a payment
if you're going to be
until
stuck
y'all
in
are
that same
absolutely
place.
sure.
To the next thing you know, you are soaring
what in the heck,
places
what is there
you only have imagined.
About this situation?
I simply align myself and then I cooperate with what life is asking.
The pastor saying, "Oh,
so the book,
I'm
the
not on
Miracle
my menstrual
Mentality
cycle yet.
Teaches you
my menstrual cycle is between blah blah blah.
The madness in all areas of your life, and embrace this miraculous life that you've been called to live."
Me to go into my pictures and everything or whatever, and
2014, I was executing a training.
Get the time that I took the picture.
A simple exercise that we had all done, just like what I said. We had all done this before, so a simple task is climbing a rope.
Details. Bow. Details. This was taken at 11:59 a.m.
Don't realize that each time that you quit, you invite the idea.
The tag on there is saying 11:59.
That every time that something gets hard, that spark, that itch, that urge of quitting comes out.
I don't know if I took another
every
ride
action that you take
that
on that idea, you know, every time that you decide to quit, that urge, it becomes easier to scratch.
Go back and check. Now, the only thing
each time that you quit, you betray yourself.
This is that,
each time that you quit, you betray the faith that others have in you. Each time that you quit, you betray the opportunity that life has given.
But if you look at when the picture was taken, it's showing 11.
And at the end, you're left with maybes, ifs, and tries.
The thing was,
and for those who are foolishly enough to put their trust in you, you betray that as well.
So I found somewhere, and
when faced with that very existence, like faced with that possibility that I could be the one that could let somebody down, like I could be the one who has to put the load on somebody else's back because I am too weak to be able to carry it.
It had already been some time that went past.
Despite how bad my hands hurt, I continue to climb. Despite how my forearms locked up, I continue to climb. Despite how many times I wanted to walk away from the situation, I just knew that there was a possibility that if I quit right now, I'm gonna quit when someone needs me the most.
So I don't know what their problem is. Maybe they zoomed in and they couldn't see the seats being wet or whatever. Maybe that was the case.
Oh, I know you're looking at your life and saying, "Oh, this is not much." I know you're looking at everything and you're waiting for something to happen. But I promise, right now, you have enough wisdom to build legacy.
In somebody's car.
Right now, you have enough
the next
gifting to build legacy.
Right
now, you have enough relationships to build legacy.
They see
right
that.
now,
Oh man,
you have enough energy to build legacy. Right now, you have enough money to build legacy.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can't wait around and hope and wait for the day everything comes together. You have to start building legacy right now.
Obviously open or whatever.
There are things that you have been called to do
walk away or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
that you have never done. And there are things that you have been called to do,
said, man, you know,
that
put
no
it down
one
in the comments
on earth
or whatever. Like
has
I said,
ever
done. Some
that conversation that you're having with weakness, it's not gonna build you. It's not gonna push you. It's not gonna lift you. You got to be responsible. You got to be capable. You got to be willing to work for what you want.
You know,
you're gonna have days where you suck, but those days are so motivational.
Maybe
that's the bright side of tragedy. When you come through it, you really will have an appreciation for the moments without tragedy. You don't really feel it unless you get, unless life burns you. You don't really feel it.
Because motivation will get you going.
Too damn long.
A speech will get you fired up. But discipline is going to give you the power
like I said,
to stay committed to whatever that goal is.
It's simple, man.
You cannot ignore the small successes and the small wins because you just have your mind on I gotta win now.
And then on top of that, at the same time,
you might have to scratch your calendar.
Cleaning shit.
That's right. I know you said I gotta have this much money by the time I'm 23, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 34, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 40. And guess what? Sometimes your timeline isn't accurate.
It's always something.
Sometimes your timeline is off.
And that's why
sometimes your timeline has to be readjusted to reality.
They really acting as
and the reality of the situation is that true success, true greatness takes time.
You are not here to play games. You are not here to make excuses. You are not here to owe it to someone else. You need to owe it to yourself because it belongs to you. This is your moment to shine. And if you're not willing to shine, then step aside. If you're not willing to work, then this is not the place for you. You got to toughen up. You got to look up. You got to build up. If you want it, this is the time to go get it. But you got to work for it. You got to believe in it. You got to trust in it. You got to let the power flow through the veins. The blood is real. The blood will push you. It's going to take you up and over the top.
You stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path.
Making me happen to pay $80 and stuff.
Where you know.
Send a picture saying that I did this and I didn't.
But you belong.
See what I'm saying? That's why it's not a good idea to go around and try to collect cleaning fees from people because you don't know. You don't know.
You got to understand that there are going to be many circumstances.
Yeah, you can give them 1 star
that will require
one of their friends might request a ride for them on another date. The dude, remember,
you got to go through it.
You know, and
to get to it.
Again, anybody can go.
You have to understand it has to be a unique mindset.
On the app, ride history.
Setting a goal.
Anybody can go.
And then going beyond
the picture of the last driver.
Realizing that there's work to be done.
Rides. You can look up your history.
Making sure that all of the strings
I know you're looking like, why is it that
are attached?
Your picture popping up on there.
Make
That's
no mistake.
Rides for yourself.
Along the way. Now, it's true that we all make mistakes.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
And we will have many setbacks.
Time, you know? But anyway...
but there's always room for a comeback.
Anybody can go back and look at
to understand this, you must realize that you must humble yourself, but yet be hungry enough.
Like, man, I know I'm gonna run into this cat
go
again.
after
He ain't gonna remember me.
With everything
he ain't gonna know where it's coming. Where it's coming from.
You.
So no, that's why it's not a good idea.
Everything
to go around
that is required
depends
on you.
Fees.
Having the mindset
it's not a good
regardless
idea to be doing that,
anything that is around you, that is surrounding you,
you're gonna run into that person again.
That is trying to drag you down.
And you can keep it pushing.
Must have the mindset.
But once you get them to 1 star,
you must be strong.
You keep pushing. You thinking
you
ain't
must
gonna run
be resilient.
Them. You might just do that.
You must be driven.
When I had Uber and Lyft,
you must be able to take whatever's coming at you.
Who irritated me when I tried to pick him up? It was outside of a bar.
If you fall,
his mother
had the ability to get up,
and it was.
But you can't depend on just your body to do the work.
You already drunk. I ain't really
you
want to
must
let you in, but I'm
understand
like,
it is
the
mental fortitude that will get you through it all.
You my
so many people don't have this fortitude.
You know how people do.
They don't have this attitude.
Or whatever. Well,
they have no faith in themselves.
But nevertheless, you know, I end up giving the ride home, and he talking about, man,
you as the individual
there, and I'm like, man, you got to change it in the app.
Take the first step.
I'm like, I know, but she should have.
Then perhaps many more will follow
in the app as well. But you know, dude talking
there's
about,
always going to be ups and downs in life, man. There's always going to be bumps in the road, things that ain't going to go as planned. Unexpected stuff's going to happen. You're going to face some pain. You're going to face some tough times. And if you ain't trained your mind to be prepared for it and how to handle it, it's going to break you. The secret is to work on your mindset daily. Work on the way that you see the world. Otherwise, you'll live your whole life seeing the world through someone else's eyes. You'll be a creature of circumstance. You'll be a victim of your life and not the master of it. Read books. Listen to audios like this one. Start learning about why you do the things that you shouldn't do and why you don't do the things that you should. It's all because of the way that thing between your ears is wired. But know this, you're in control of rewiring it whenever you make the decision to do so. At any moment, you can take control back of your life and start creating a life that you deserve, not a life that someone else has paved out for you. And when all of the struggle comes, all of the bad times, all of the dark times come around, which they inevitably will, you'll be strong enough to take it head on, and it will make you rather than break you. You have greatness inside you, let me tell you. Unlimited potential. But you have to train your mind every single day. Things are going to happen outside of your control. The weather, terrorism, coronavirus. But you can't control any of that shit. All you can control is how you choose to look at situations. You can control the information that you're letting in here. Never forget that you can have anything in this life you want if you're willing to go and get it. You've got to have belief. You've got to have belief, and that belief comes from working on your mindset every single day.
All of that, you know, it really irks my nerves.
Remember this.
I'm heated about that. Like,
you can be a victim of your life or the master of it.
One day,
do you realize how difficult it is to be different?
And stuff, whatever, to pay back the company or whatever.
Does that mean you're supposed to stop?
I wouldn't want to do it because that's my time.
Shame on you.
But
if you don't have enough
paying back
strength within your mindset, and in your heart and in your soul,
you ripped me off so much. What about the
listen
time
up?
I had a ride challenge and I was 2 rides
yes, I'm
short
talking to you
to meet the ride challenge.
You've been put in a position
and
where you ultimately doubted yourself.
She put the wrong address in.
You've been told over and over again
to pick up and drop off in.
If you're not that great,
I'm following the app.
You're not that good.
We done wrapped around the block, and I'm like, all right. Well,
you started to believe.
I'm noticing at that point, but I'm like,
and all of these things that you have been told.
The next person or whatever. I think I was 3 rides.
Most of your life.
Yeah, it was 3. And the lady was
that
like,
is your fault.
I was supposed to be going to
because you have more faith and belief in the people that doubted you
address for the
instead of believing in yourself.
My food delivered, and I forgot to change the stuff back.
You're not supposed to start at the
like,
top.
All right, okay.
You got to grow it.
Cool, we'll do it. But she was
you got to
6
believe in
miles
it.
away to pick up the food, plus come back.
I never told you that was gonna be
Plus,
easy.
come back. Then the next rider.
In fact, you don't deserve it.
It's weird.
If you can't struggle through it,
ended up doing
you don't deserve
it.
it.
Same thing.
If you can't hurt
and
from
everything, whatever. But luckily,
you
for
don't
that
deserve
one,
it.
They were only going down the street, but they wanted to come right
Nobody
back. So
should have that much success in their lives.
And they screwed me out of the bonus.
If they didn't put nothing behind it.
You gave me 2 passes.
We don't know the story behind the story.
And I doubt
yes, there are people out there that cheated their way.
New to it.
That ain't got nothing to do with you.
It was the first time that they made this mistake.
You need to focus on believing in yourself.
And everything, but I was just like, man.
Taking pride in yourself.
They like literally messed up my whole
You do what you gotta do.
I was right there. I would have made it.
You do what you need to do.
Except for those
and feed your ideas, feed your dreams. Because they're starving right now.
Yeah, we wrapped around the block. I could have put them out.
You can't push yourself forward. If all you're thinking about is the doubts and the negative things that people are saying.
Like, it's no benefit.
Because you're relying more on their ideas and their dreams of you instead of you relying on your own dreams and ideas of yourself.
To help people out.
Why would you want to surround yourself with people that don't have ideas that are great?
And them actually.
Why would you want to surround yourself?
I owe them now. I owe
because
them
of a number.
$80 back. And after that,
you know, a lot of people tend to wonder, how many friends they have, and how many people in their corner. Oh, I have 1 million followers. I have tens and thousands of people that support me.
But that's how much
how many of those people do you
actually know? They can take from you.
Do you realize the power that you have right now? Even the people that don't like you, they are drawn to you.
Any more ride challenges?
They see you
the next week because
but they don't see your greatness. They don't see what you truly have inside
and everything like that.
They are afraid of it.
I would be upset.
They
about
don't lift it up. They don't encourage it
about the ride challenge,
because they're not happy.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be upset at the fact that they're not giving me those ride challenges
today. Recognize.
And I didn't do anything wrong.
True beliefs.
That's where I would be upset. I wouldn't be upset.
Stop thinking that the rest of the world
because I don't care
is against
but
you.
I would be upset that I'm being.
You have a few people that may not ever support you, but you got just one. That one person that matters the most, and that is you, my friend.
I would be upset.
You.
But all in all,
so
man, I guess it is what it is. You know,
your idea
could be worse. I could be. You know, they could have deactivated my account. And no matter how
make them a reality.
You know, like in this situation, no matter what, how I would appeal.
When everybody turning their back on you,
they still
believe in yourself.
No matter how much I would appeal the thing, they still wouldn't.
You're not done. You're just working.
You know, they still wouldn't.
And if you're working,
let me back on the app. So I guess I can be grateful of that
keep
one.
Up the good fight.
But what I'm not grateful of
is tight.
That somebody can do
and
this
never quit
in my car.
This is the moment of your time.
Whether it's real, I think
this is the
real.
moment of your life.
Why people will fake it. You know what I'm saying?
This is the reality check that you deserve.
Time, you know, you look at it as a
I'm
mistake.
not here to make you feel warm and fuzzy.
Whatever.
I'm here to tell you the reality is real.
Maybe she was at home.
So be real with yourself.
And she changed her.
Understand your value.
She didn't know.
Don't depreciate yourself.
Or whatever.
Realize that there is more to you than less of yourself.
But if
keep focusing on your purpose and tell weakness to step aside because strength is coming through.
But nevertheless,
be productive. Look up and from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.
I'm assuming right there, I'm assuming that's the sticky part or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. That looks like paper part, I guess, or whatever, and that looked like the sticky part. Even seeing pube hairs. I mean, if they want to say that I was being fraudulent and everything, whatever, well, that's one hell of a good fraudulent paper. You know what I'm saying? To even put the fucking pube hairs on that motherfucker, man, I'm fucking awesome. I'm awesome, bro.
You have time.
Like, I went all out for that motherfucker. If they want to say that I was fraudulent
You
about
have
the shit, I guess
the
I went all
knowledge
the way
and
out.
the willpower
Put hairs
and
on
the
that
discipline to get it done.
Man. And
your
then,
heart,
like, I've done
your
over
life,
rides
your
here.
happiness,
And
is
I've
your
only
responsibility
collected a few
and your responsibility
damage reports.
alone.
Recently, the woman
One
that
day,
put her
you're gonna
bags in
realize
my car,
your life is yours,
scratched up the
and
side
there's a lot of people important to you
interior,
that
and then not
surround
only
it,
that,
but
but it
ultimately
was
it's
some gum
yours.
stuck to her stuff,
Then you must
and
decide
it was like a
where
little
you want
piece
to invest
of
this
candy
life.
that was broken up,
Invest
and
in
everything,
something
whatever.
worthwhile.
You know, I collected on
You
that.
have to
and the
picture
dude
yourself
that peed,
there. Wherever it is, you've got to picture
dude
yourself
that
there.
peed.
All right, the next step is you've got
I
to
think
believe
I
it.
had one fecal matter
one
or whatever.
in your life's
so and that's out of
blueprint
7,000
should
rides, bro.
a
Come on,
deep
man.
belief
Like
in
they
your
act
own
like I've been doing
dignity,
this
your own
once a week,
worth,
2-3 times a
and
week,
your own
which I
somebody.
should be following cleaning
Don't allow
fees a couple times
anybody
a
to
week.
make you feel
Every driver should, because
that you
it's
are
bound to happen.
nobody.
It's raining out, they get money in your car.
See, sometimes we can't
You know,
say,
and I know
can
some
do that.
passengers might be listening to this
But
and
what
be
we
like,
can
well,
say
I mean, come on,
that
man,
it's
maybe you should get rubber mats.
that
Hey,
I
this is my
can have
personal
my
vehicle. I
dream.
don't have to do that.
As we
Maybe
run toward it,
the
as we
person
work
that is
on
coming
it
out
day
to the
in
car
and day out.
should avoid puddles and mud.
They
Maybe
were going
the
to make
person
a
that's
change,
coming out
and
to the car,
then they
maybe
made
since they
it.
know that they're going to get in somebody's personal
This is your
vehicle,
moment.
maybe they should tie bags
It's not
around
tomorrow.
their feet and take
It's
the
not
bag
next year.
off before they get
It's
in,
not when
so
you're
that
gonna
they don't
graduate.
collect mud in the car.
It's right
Maybe
here, right now.
people shouldn't
And every
eat
choice
inside
you
their
make,
vehicle.
you're
Maybe
impacting that
people
thing.
shouldn't drink inside of your vehicle.
We're gonna
Maybe
be lying.
people shouldn't have
You know when a lion is
containers of alcohol
when a
inside
lion
your
is
vehicle.
bleeding,
Maybe people
he
shouldn't
licks his wounds,
get in your vehicle
and he keeps
knowing
walking.
that they about to puke.
Your time
I had a
one of the most
powerful tooth in my
tools
car before.
you will ever have.
You know what they gave me for that?
Lay hold up.
$20.
You lay hold up. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eyes and say, I ain't going nowhere.
$20.
I will break you before you break me.
I can't
Be like a shark. You would think like a shark.
And you can't go backwards. And if you stop
I might not
swimming,
even
you will
follow
die.
I might be just
If
cleaning
life
stuff.
knocks you down,
Because I
try
didn't
and
know
land on your
anything
back.
about that.
Because if you can look up,
Whatever.
you can get up.
Whatnot.
This is the
But
year of the
it
word.
sucks
Act like you hear me.
that-
This is the year of the word.
right
This
now,
is the year of the word.
I can't
Act
go
like it.
on
The moment and the time for you to change
and
your life
talk.
is now.
Now, what I could do,
Always
I mean, I
feel that
could
you
go on
count.
the app, and I think I need to
Always
bring
feel
my
that
driver's
you
score
have worth.
up to 60%.
And
They should put me in
always
silver.
feel that your life
Right now, I guess they updated it. It
has
was like,
ultimate
I think it was over 50%.
You choose
But yeah,
what
it's
you're
just
looking
get your
for,
driver's
because
score
what
to
you look
60%
for,
or higher
you find.
to unlock
That's how
silver.
life works.
So what I could do
Make good choices, great things happen.
is I can do a couple rides,
But you've got to believe in
bring
you.
my stuff up to silver.
So
then I get
believe.
24-hour phone support. So that's what I think I'm gonna go ahead and do, so I can try to talk
Why
to a
is
human
it that
being
we don't
and
believe
hopefully
in
get
ourselves?
that removed and
That as
get
soon
credit
as
for
things
the
get
rides
tough in our
that
lives,
I
we
give
start
in the
doubting
process of that.
ourselves. We start
But
thinking that
as
we're
of
not
right
going to
now,
make it, stressing,
I don't know
worrying,
what I'm gonna
imagining
do
things
at
that
this
may
point
go wrong in the future.
if they don't get rid of that. You know, you a multi-million-dollar company.
We need to
You trying to
understand
attack
the human mind is the most powerful tool
drivers.
we own, but it can also be the most
trying to
destructive.
scam
And
drivers.
we need to
Trying to
learn how to
bullshit
take control of the direction of our
drivers.
mind and our emotions.
and everything, whatever. Like I said,
Your
know,
mind is
they-
going
they
to
released
provide
that
you with
crazy-
the
you know why they
greatest
released that
challenges
crazy-
in your life.
They released
because
that
it is
crazy
so powerful.
because
So
they
if you
wanted to
can
make sure they
conquer
got
your
me back
mind,
on
you
the
can
road
pretty
as
much
possible.
conquer anything else around you.
That's what that
Literally.
was all about.
When
How
writing
did-
the story of your life,
Where-
make sure
like,
you hold
please.
the pen.
Like, I
Make
need-
sure not
I need
only
answers.
that you
I
hold the
need
pen, but
somebody
you
to
write the
explain
script
to
from
me.
your heart.
I
Be
need somebody
brave when
to
writing your
explain
script. It's
to
your
me.
story and there are no limits to what you can have,
How
what
do
you can do,
look
or
at the
what you
pictures,
can
examine
be.
them, and release the money?
How bad do
And
you
then
want it?
turn around
You gotta prove it to yourself that you want it bad enough.
and take
It's
it
gonna
back.
hurt you
Say,
not to
you
get
gotta
it.
pay us back that.
And that's when you're gonna learn to conquer your mind.
How do you
Your
do
mind
that?
will no longer be able to say no
And
because your
my
inner
thing is
heart
this, like,
and mind are aligned, and now
either
nothing
your AI
can stop
released
you.
it, or human
It's
being.
easy to be all positive and consistent when everything is going your way, but that's not life. That's not realistic. Are you going to be one of the very few to stand up when things are tough? When everything is going against you, will you be able to believe in what's right and what brings results to your life? That's when your character will shine. That's when your story will be born. Your story is valuable.
You would have to
Your
have
story of success. You can't build a story if you stop now. If you give up, the world is full of people who gave up. The world needs hope. We all do. The world needs you to stand up, to fight through your challenging moments, to shine through the dark times, to love through the hate, and to be the difference in an indifferent world.
We found
to believe in yourself.
Information, and it's
most people are bloated with ordinary thoughts and mindsets. They're full of average that they have no more appetite. But you have to have an appetite for extraordinary. Beyond what people are doing. Think beyond them. There will always be doubters and people below you and people trying to put you down so that they can feel higher. But you've got to stay true to yourself. Believe in your mind. Have some tunnel vision. Then one day you will have your moment. Because anything is possible if you just believe. Feed your dreams. If you can suffer through setbacks, through pain, rise up with resilience once again and again and again. One day, this world will tap you on the shoulder.
I hate when you go back to the page and you gotta sit here
and say, "This is your time to shine. You can have, be, and do anything you want."
So that was 11:06. That particular, and then that's when I dropped her off. Now at 11:11 is when I had the next ride. Now I know some people are like, "Well, wait a minute. Well, if you dropped her off at 11:06, then why in the hell were you back to picking somebody up if there was blood on the seat?" I wasn't that far from the car wash. Man, I took a wipe. I cleaned it. I scrubbed that shit real good and everything, whatever. I took a microfiber towel that you can see in the picture that I picked it up with. I scrubbed that mug dry, and then I went up to the car wash and I took a blow.
I witnessed so many times in my life, and it may be someone out there
and I got back to money.
Understands.
Tell me y'all wouldn't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People ask. People's butts going in the seat.
Pain is necessary.
Hands ain't touching it or none of that.
Understand
or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Unexpected
And then I have this IP. This
you
IPA spray.
Even when you're crying, even when that girlfriend or boyfriend is walking out of your life.
When you clean the carpet,
I need you to be prepared.
Or you clean the seats and stuff, whatever, anything fiber.
Because sometimes when terrible things happen to us, we go into this dark shade.
You don't get any,
and we stay
you don't develop any mold.
And we believe that this darkness will be our home forever.
On the fiber seats.
But you gotta understand that every pain is a lesson.
Spraying that stuff.
Every lesson that you learn in the process of life is turning you into something.
I'm pretty sure
it's turning you into something phenomenal.
Infected or whatever. Then to a place where
see, dreams,
I don't think anybody's gonna watch this video all the way out.
They're not easily obtained.
17 seconds. I'm just really
you like all
of this. They expect me to do all of these rides and stuff and whatnot.
But no, and trust in God that
make
you will
the money back,
and
pay them back, and everything, whatever. And you're not even telling me what your fight is hard.
In it, we lose some of the greatest things we ever had.
Come on now.
But one of the hardest things to do is to keep going.
I'm gonna just try to bring my driving score up to 60%.
See, sometimes when people we believe that that's our entire life.
I need to get 60% to have a tier of
that is our existence. But we are
silver
more.
again. So I'll just bring my
because
tier back up.
Grandfather used to tell me, one of the dreams that never lived down there.
My cancellation go back down to 0. I don't know how.
Relentless effort to achieve your dream. Putting a plan together, not just jumping into the war with no life.
I'll tell you why. They allowed
a strategic plan together.
They allowed them to
be greater than you were yesterday.
They always tell you that your rating is protected because you gave somebody else a bad rating. You had a bad experience. But you know what?
See,
They're
this
gonna
thing
put
about
the passenger
dreams,
rating over yours.
we believe that it's up to other people to believe
and everything or whatever. And
the truth
again,
is,
they're
the
talking
only
about
person
our
that needs
fight
to believe in you is you.
or whatever. So again, that person being charged 80, they disputed it or whatever, and they decided to go ahead and side with the passenger and everything.
Another round of life.
And another
by
thing,
the end of the day,
I don't know, could have been a gag.
Battered.
Could have been a gag. Maybe it wasn't blood. And the passengers,
You're slowly losing
like I said,
your mind.
I think I said this earlier.
And you keep
maybe they
checking
just
the
put
lost
that
and
on the seat, took a picture
hoping
of it,
for a profound moment that gives you the strength to mentally and physically rebound.
Maybe it's because the girl,
you were once bound and determined to block out all of the noise and all of the background sounds.
Like it's a bad experience
but life,
and everything. You just dropped me off at school. She don't like to ride with driving.
And turn your
I
smiles
have to
into
go back to videos to see what
and
the
change your
actual rating
happiness
is
into
on that
tears of a
account.
clown.
If I can remember,
and as you
I
stand
think
in a
it was like
trance
20 plus
spellbound,
rounds.
that's when I come up and tap you
So
on the shoulder.
Again,
and when you turn around,
this like I said, man,
I say it's time for you to turn
these
your
are the
life
things
around.
that piss me off. Like,
I say it's time for you to get back up as life just knocked you down.
One that put the bag
I say it's time for you to swim because you about to drown.
And some trash was
I say it's time for you to human
Did
up.
nobody debunk that? I would have thought that lady, if anything, if somebody can appeal
no retreat,
the charges and everything,
no
I would have thought that lady,
no retreat,
it was
no
nighttime.
surrender.
She don't
I
know
need you to
if
remember you have a
anything fell off
God-given
her
right
bag
to be a
and
member
fell
of the
into
next
my car.
level
She don't know if
society.
she scratched
And that means
inside
you
of
must
the
fight
plastic
through the
and
anxiety.
everything, whatever.
That
and
means
stuff
you
like
must
that.
never
I would have thought
concede
that
and go
one would
down
have came back
quietly.
because
that means
she
you have
would
to
have made
ignite your
something.
inner flames and show life that you are explosive and fire.
All right?
I know you come from what you perceive as nothing. I know you come from a home where there was never much hugging and you never felt much loving. I know your childhood is filled with memories of dream crushing. They told you would never amount to much of nothing.
Why wasn't it negative on that?
And up to this point, you've been proving them right. Up to this point, you've shown very little fight. Up to this point, you keep walking in darkness and avoiding the light.
So I don't understand.
Up to this point, you've been blind.
With a tampon,
but today,
with a man says a tampon.
But today, my friend,
I'm
your optometrist because I'm about to give you sight.
All of a sudden,
no retreat.
Now,
no surrender.
I'm the one that's
no retreat. No surrender. You're at war with life.
Man,
and life does not fight fair. Life
can
could care less about your daily stress and all your crazy mess, your failure to progress, your lack of success, the fact that you're not living your best. I need you to dig deep into the depths of your heart and remind yourself that your heart is not stopped yet, and that means you haven't dropped yet, and therefore you refuse to throw in the towel. Life is simply trying to beat you down and put you to the test. No retreat, no surrender, no retreat, no surrender.
And it's a Saturday. It's on there. I'm gonna do the ride, bring it up to the 60%, and then I'm gonna call. But after that,
I know you come from a home where you never got much hugging.
I'm pissed right now, man. I'm literally
I know your
pissed.
childhood is filled with memories of dream
I'm not about to make another. I'm pissed because I didn't get paid
you would
for
never
last
amount to
ride. I'm
much
pissed
of
because
nothing.
I'm not gonna get paid for any other
fear
rides.
And hatred in your heart.
And you gotta have the fear. You gotta have the
that
fear.
Inner child of your past.
You
have totally outgrown it.
If you report something again, they do this shit again.
The best of you
now
is already inside.
Let people destroy
You've
my
just
car.
never shown it.
And I gotta clean up after people, and they're all, man.
Is that because
and somebody get in your car and they drinking water or whatever? Hey,
all of the
drinking here.
setbacks.
Oh, it's just water. What am I supposed to do if I tell them? Look, it still stands. Can't drink in here. I don't want to risk anybody wasting anything. Man, I'm a grown man. I ain't gonna steal nothing or whatever. Look, it's just an argument. I just said you can't.
So after a series of vicious body blows from life.
But what am I supposed to do? The only thing I can do at that point is what?
And you look life dead.
I don't know if this thing gonna stab.
And you scream. No retreat.
Slam
no surrender.
No retreat.
No surrender. Because you remember that the champion that resides inside is now primed and ready to be unleashed to the world. And all of the pressure has formed a diamond, and the timing is impeccable for this incredible transformation from the basement to greatness. So please pardon the lateness, but I heard a wise man say, better late than never. So no matter what the weather, the storms of the past have made you wiser and more clever. You just have to know your worth and never let no human bump in the face of this earth tell you different.
Because then people gonna complain and say my car nasty.
You are royalty.
They on wet seats, and obviously it ain't been raining.
Against all odds, you can.
I get it.
Will.
Especially people that don't do this, man. They're gonna be up in the comments talking about, man, this that frustrating. Maybe you need to find something else to do. Well, I got sciatic nerve damage on both sides of my back. I can't stand for long periods of time. I can't even walk past 3 houses without being in a whole lot of pain. So yeah, I choose to do this and mess up my car.
Probably one of the biggest, most important things that we can do as human beings is to deal with failure.
Work and drive for Amazon.
See, most of us as kids are brought up with this universal belief that failure is bad, right? That losing is bad, and that failure or losing means embarrassment. It means humiliation. It means we're not good enough. It means that we should not ever even try something unless we are absolutely 100% sure that we can win. So what happens is we go through life, and this happens over and over again.
A little bit too
we
much,
don't
man,
go for that job in case we don't get it. We don't make that phone call to say sorry in case our apology isn't accepted. We don't.
Man, like I said, man,
it wasn't until I started to love failure and look for it, I started being successful in the shit I was doing. Failure is a massive part of being successful. You have to be comfortable failing. You have to learn to love it. And to do that, the first step, you have to forget all of those associations that we've got about failure. You've got to replace them with positive ones.
And knocked it off of their shoe when they got in the car.
When people look at successful people or people that have what they want, they have this delusion that they have got where they are by miraculously succeeding at everything that they've done without failing. And the odds of them doing that without failing are like 0. See, they've failed to realise that person that they look up to, that person that they want to be, that person that's on top, has failed more times than they can possibly imagine. Don't fear failure.